Welcome again to We Are Starters. 1 player, 10 questions, 10 answers. It's episode 4 with Sammy8ball.888. Hi, Sammy. What's up? How you doing, man?
I'm great, man. How are you?
I'm fine. Like the normal days, checking the NFTs, refilling the ships, and all this nice stuff. Yeah. Let's get
Yeah,
right
I
into
keep
it.
on
Yeah.
forgetting.
Yeah. All of us. But I never missed one. I never went out. Few times I've been in the red zone, especially with the bikes. I think you only have 10 hours or something, and then they turn in red
Yeah,
and you got a timer, but I never run out till now. And it's
you're a
close
better
to
man than me.
close to 100 days, and I only have the small chip, so you know how it is. Okay, let's jump into it. Question number 1. What's your name, if you want to tell us your real life name?
No, not a problem. I actually am a Sam. The only reason I chose Sammy is it sounded a bit more gangster. So there we
Gangster.
go.
Yeah, unless your family, all old school gangsters. Nice, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the question number 1. We jump right in. Question number 2. If you want to tell us, how old are you and where are you from?
Yeah, so I'm 45. I'm one of the oldies, well, in some ways, and I'm
Everybody
from
I
the United
interview.
Kingdom.
Nice. From the UK. Nice. Yeah.
It
Don't
does have a
worry.
habit, this space, of making you feel old, though, when you say
Eh, Me,
45.
me too. I'm same age, a tiny bit younger, but like everybody I meet here is older than expected, so it's kind of nice. Question number 3. What was the first computer game you ever played, and what's your all-time favorite game?
Well, the first, I don't know if anybody's going to get it. It's actually Chaos Battle of the Wizards on the ZX Spectrum. Literally
Nice.
a
Uh,
little move-based game. Loved it. Spent, 25 minutes waiting for it to load, and then half the time it would crash. But oh man, back in the
mm,
days of really simple gaming, loved
that's
it.
that's a really UK thing, because I know the stories about the ZX Spectrum. It's a UK machine or something like. Because in Germany,
Yeah.
for example, we always had a C64. It was the main machine, and then the Ataris and Amigas. But like the Spectrum is really kind of a UK machine, right? Yeah.
It is, and I found one the other day. Well, I say the other day, a few years back. Bought it, loaded it up, really excited, and it was awful. It was appalling. So there's the old rose-tinted spectacles for you, my friend.
Yeah.
Things have
Always,
moved on.
you have these nice memories, and then I install a C64 emulator and try to play an old game, like my child memories, and better don't do it. Just keep the memories. Of course, when you play the games now, they kind of awful. But yeah,
Yeah, amen to that.
uh,
In terms of best favorite game,
hmm
that's tricky. Again, I'm going to go old school. It's either got to be Final Fantasy VII, originally on the PS1,
Oh man,
or
yeah, go on.
yeah, I mean, so many hours on that one, or Escape Velocity on the Mac, which is, I don't know if anybody will know that one, but it was kind of the predecessor to Eve, and in some ways Star Atlas and Star Citizen, because it was from above and it was just brilliant. It was, well, it was a cracking game, but it was a bit niche, whereas Final Fantasy VII, I mean, how
I
good
went,
was that?
I went so crazy on Fantasy 7. I like took like 3 weeks off of school. Like I went to the doctor and got you know, so I didn't need. And then I got stuck at the chocobo thing, breeding chocobos, and to get the black chocobo, you had to.
Oh,
And I actually remember I called the fucking helpline on the menu because I was trapped for a week in there with the chocobo breeding, and then I had to pay like $20 for calling the helpline there, and they told me how to breed the fucking chocobo. It was so crazy, but I loved that game. Like
oh,
I loved it,
it
and
was so
yeah,
good.
yeah, that was a masterpiece. Nice, nice,
But then
nice.
when you got the
Mm,
gold chocobo, and then
yeah.
you could go to the island and get the Knights of the Round
Mm.
materia. Oh man, that changed things, didn't
Uh,
it? So cool.
I owned a PSP once, like for a short time, and then they had a kind of a remake there that was kind of nice too on the handheld PSP.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know
And
they did that. That would
and
have been
now
cool.
like I'm not in so much now. Like I played 14 and 15, but it's not like the old days, you know. I always like
No.
the turn-based, like round-based fighting and stuff. I just like it's the old school way. I really love that game. Okay, let's go on to question number 4. It's about the music. What kind of music do you like? Which song, artist, genre? Can you tell us about that?
Music's a tricky one for me because I like music for the sound it makes, not for the message it gives. So I don't know. I'm stuck in the 90s, so anything like the Prodigy or Moby, but also, Cranberries and Divine Comedy. It's all the kind of late 90s stuff that I like, but music isn't big for me, which is an odd thing to say.
It's always sometimes you hear a song and you get these nice memories and places you've been or something like that. Yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah, we done with that. Right on to the
we
next
are.
question. What's your favorite movie?
Oh man, I'm Dune.
Dune, the old one?
Absolutely,
Which
yeah.
one? Which one? The old one, yeah.
Well, this is the thing.
That's the
The
thing.
original, I loved it to bits, and it's so good. But the new one,
The ships,
it's almost there. Have you
I like
seen it?
the visual, yeah, the visuals. I tell you the story. I had this story before with somebody. I don't know. It was you in the chat. There was a guy. I don't know. I sent you the link later on. But he made all the script for Dune, and he hired the craziest artist, Giga, before he was known and everything. And then the movie wasn't made, but they took his script, and that's how the original Dune went on. And then
Oh,
you had,
really?
yeah, you had this mini series later on. It was kind of crappy, like the 2-part series. And now the
Yeah, I
remake,
remember it.
it's really good. The visuals are really nice spaceships
Stunning.
and very good. I sent you the stuff later on about the other guy, and a
Yeah, I
really
look forward to
interesting
that.
story. Yeah. Okay, question number 6. What's your favorite food?
Well, as a member of the Atlesio Italian family, it's got to be Italian, except it's not. So it's actually a good curry, mate. But
A
who
curry?
doesn't love a curry and an Italian?
Yeah. But you got a lot of choices from Italian as well, like all kinds of pasta and pizza and yeah, nice. But
Yeah.
curry, it's kind of a Asian thing, right? Like I guess you have a lot of Indian people in Britain, so
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, well,
something
it's
like
it's the old adage that everybody else brought their fantastic food to the
yeah,
UK and we love it more than our own. So,
nice. Okay, we got that done. Next question, very important question. How did you find Startless?
yeah, this is where I'm a little bit odd because I haven't done proper gaming for quite a while and I came at it from a crypto perspective. So I did some research, looked into blockchain gaming and saw Star Atlas and I thought, oh, that looks cool. So I bought a few Polis, bought a few Atlas and didn't have a clue what they meant or what they did. And it was like only a few months later when I joined the Discord and got in with folks that I thought, oh, you've done this wrong. This is just going to be so cool. So, yeah, I mean, found it because I was trying to make a buck, stayed because I love what I see.
Nice. It's similar for me. I went in all this blockchain gaming and stuff, and then I went to the Discord, and I saw the posters, but I thought, let's wait, let's see what's going on. And then like
Yeah.
early December, I got really like I went to Discord and talked theory crafting, and it blew my mind. And yeah,
Yeah.
and right into the next question, it's similar. What got you hooked? Like, why are you still here? And yeah, you kind of answered it before, but yeah.
Well, I mean, again, it's two things. It was the community on the Discord for starters, and watching my first Twitter space, and just buying into it. And then following that, of course, it was understanding and getting into guilds because to me, when I joined Atlesio, it made everything go from black and white into color, if that makes sense. So I don't know. Yeah, the guild and the community as a whole
Yeah.
It's so many like minds, and I love the fact that everybody just takes you for who you are. There's no judgment. Folks just accept what you put on the table and what you want to do, and that's brilliant. You don't get that in life, do you?
Yeah, sometimes, but I'm on the same boat. Like it's such a nice place, like to hang out, and I met so many friends already in this game, and it's not even
Yeah,
out yet, you know. So it's fantastic. Very nice, very
it's
nice.
totally humbling, mate. It's
Yeah,
totally humbling.
yeah, really cool. Question number 9, also very important question. What's your favorite ship in Startlers?
I bet people have struggles with this, but for me, it's
Mm,
really easy. It's the PSX4. Um, Unusual choice, possibly, but
yeah,
it's my first ship. It's the first one I could afford, and even now I've got several of them, and I could probably trade them in to get something bigger and fancier. I just love everything about it. I've got my desktop is the black and white schematics, which they came up
nice.
with for the NFT. It's just beautiful, mate. It's just beautiful.
It's it's a nice space bike, of course. But it's I never heard this, like it's interesting, like, but it's cool. I think, like, I like all the small ships. It's probably I own them, the smaller ones, all the small ones. But yeah, X4 is kind of nice.
I think there's a bit of sentimental attachment there as well. I'm
Yeah,
sure if I
first
could throw
ship.
unlimited money, a tree arrow would suddenly
Yeah,
become much more, but for no, I love it. I think it's just a beautifully designed little bit of kit, and I really can't wait to give it a run when things start flying.
yeah. We all meet in the red zone. Right, straight to red zone, or you stay in the safe zone first. I mean, that's the good thing about it. Like it's right now maybe $12 or something, so we can try to go to the red zone with it, right?
Oh, I'm going to be in a strange position because
Uh,
my guild is mainly Ister and I'm a mud.
oh,
So
you have
if
to
I want to
travel.
join up with my homies, I'm going to have to go straight for it, aren't I?
Nice. That's interesting. Okay, we are already at the last question. Your future goals, like what do you want to achieve and what's your plan for the later game?
Well, I mean, it's two pronged for me really because, as I've said, I'm very much about family, the Atlesio family guild. So a big chunk of the direction of the family will direct where I'm going, and that's not a problem because I align with what they want, and it's a good match. So from that perspective, I'll go where the Atlesio go. But I think for me, it's about trying to get traditional gamers in and really get people to understand blockchain. I mean, it drives me mad. My 11-year-old spends money on Roblox and Fortnite and all this stuff, and
Uh,
you think you don't even own that.
yeah,
You're spending money that goes in the bin. What about if that gun? You could take that away and put it in another game or sell it. I mean, it just seems potty. So I think for me, trying to get the next generation involved, and I know so many folks are really keen about that. I think it's great. A bit of
yeah,
ownership over what people actually are spending their money and time on would be brilliant.
yeah. That's nice. It's gonna be a tough, long road, to get all these people like into the game because they're all scared about crypto and all the old gamers. Like it's kind of tough to tell them it's a good thing. We have to do a lot of work in this area,
I just
but
don't understand it. That I don't. Maybe they think it's gimmicky, but how can you not want to own what you're buying?
it's
This is
it's
what I don't get.
it's also the bad press. Like if I watch normal news, and I type in crypto, then it's only scam and it's going down. It's not good enough for taxes. The governments want to forbid it. They're all scared of it. But like
Yeah.
once you get into it, you see it totally different. So we just have to get them into here. Maybe we get a nice game, and to see the showroom, the nice ships, and then they all arrive. And yeah,
Well, the Star Atlas team are working on it, and you can see the hard work that's going
yeah,
in. So I have every faith, mate. I really do have every faith.
cool, cool, cool. Nice. We're already done, but always bonus question. Anything we need to know, you can take shout outs or whatever you want to tell us. Maybe hello to the Atlasio family or your family. Anything you
Well,
want to add?
naturally, I've got to say hello and big shout out to all the key players at Atlesio. There's too many to name, but they know who they are. Um, I think the big one for me, as I said earlier, is even if even if you don't choose Atlesio, just finding a guild gives you so much more perspective. It gives you direction because it's a long old way. It's a long old journey till the game comes out properly, and we don't want it rushed. We want it proper. So yeah, find a guild and fit with people, engage with the community. It's a wonderful place, mate. You know it and I know it.
Perfect ending to the show. Thank you so much for being here. I see you in chat every day. We count the few numbers and so on. And
Yeah.
thanks so much and have a nice day. All the best for the
Thank
future.
you. It's
And
a pleasure to be here.
thank you. And yeah, bye bye.
Cheerio.